Today is Vlogmas day 13, and yesterday, unfortunately, I did not vlog anything because there was a situation that happened amongst the family, and it just didn't feel appropriate to be filming, and yeah, too personal to get into. But anyways, and this morning, I was just, I guess just really sad and down from everything that happened yesterday and just, you know, very mellow. But then my friend called me up and said that she's going to go to Highland Park and we should go grab a donut at Donut Friend. So I decided to go. Unfortunately, Donut Friend was closed, but we did get to go to the park, and Everest was able to walk around and play with other kids. And what's amazing is that it was the first time that I kind of just let him loose in the park. I put his shoes on. The park is like closed to the street, and I just put him down and he just ran off and started to like play with other kids and like explore on his own. And it was really crazy to see because usually when we're at the mall and he's down, he's always still looking back to see where I am. But this time, he didn't look back at all. He just went on his own, and I was just, I don't know, it was sad and exciting at the same time. He's already in his own world. He's growing up. He's very independent. When you try to hold his hand while walking, he will be like, no, I can do it myself type of thing, and he'll like let go and he'll just walk. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was really cute to see him trying to communicate and hang out with other kids. That's him. He's sleeping, but he's moving. So yeah, it was actually a really nice afternoon. It was a late afternoon, and then the rest of the afternoon for about an hour and a half or so, we were just walking up and down York Street. It was nice. It was actually nice to see people walking around, because in Los Angeles it doesn't really happen that much, and it was just a nice day. So then I came home, same you know, routine, making him dinner, bathing him and everything, picked up dinner for us, and watched an episode of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, and now we're here. So I know that I have committed myself to Vlogmas, and I didn't want to miss another day. So today I thought I would answer your Q&As, because there's a few, there's not that many, but it's also a sit-down chit-chat type of thing. So I didn't want to also just bore you by not moving and doing anything when it's a Vlogmas. So I am just in my YouTube account, and I am going to go just down and see what everyone wrote. So first question, 1231NB, she or he, sorry, asks, loving Vlogmas, what is the beautiful sparkly eyeshadow you've been wearing? And it is from ColourPop, and I believe it's the color Tea Party, because I have been using just a matte eyeshadow underneath. It could either be ColourPop's Tang, or it could be from the Anastasia Renaissance palette, any of those matte shades. And then on top I've been just placing this Tea Party, which is a very light pink sparkly color, and just going all over my eyelid. I've just been keeping it really simple. Today I only did the Renaissance palette, and it's like a brownish shade. Sorry, the palette right now is in the bathroom and my husband is in there, so I can't show it to you, but those are the colors that I'm wearing. From Genesis Garcia. Thank you for the questions, by the way. From Genesis Garcia. Burgundy looks good on you, Friedia. Hey, what bands, artists have you been listening to lately? Well, lately, if you saw from my last Vlogmas, my husband and I went to go see La La Land, and so since that day, like after the movie, on the way home in the car, I've just been listening to the soundtrack of La La Land. It's so good, and it still makes me cry. Really crazy. But other things that I have been listening to, I've actually been listening to a lot of the Borns. It's B and then O with a slash in it. Bjorns or Borns. I think they're a LA band, but there's some really cool songs that I like. So I listen to most of my music on Spotify, and I'm looking on my account right now, and it's been a lot of classical music for the baby, Moana soundtrack for the baby, Disney hits for the baby, and I've actually been listening to a lot of the Christmas playlists. They have this these two playlists that I like. It says this is the Christmas tree and this is Santa Claus. Those are my favorite. I haven't been listening to a lot of bands recently. This is kind of sad. Let's see. Okay, so what I've been doing is on Spotify, they have this album or this playlist called Release Radar, and it comes out with new music every week, I believe. And off of that, I kind of try to find songs or bands that I like. But they're also playing a lot of, I don't know, popular bands and stuff. So it kind of is fun and not fun, because when it's, you know, I like using Spotify to find bands that I don't know, but sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it is hard finding a new band that you like. I have been listening to the Radiohead, of course. I've also been listening to a lot of Frank Ocean. I've been listening to his Blonde album. Sorry, I'm a little behind. Ever since having a kid, I'm a little bit behind. Yeah, if you guys have any recommendations or any musicians, bands, anything I should check out, let me know in the comments below, because looking for my playlist, I think I need to find some new music. From Tabby Terrible, do you watch Tana Mongo? Do you watch Shannon Rose? Do you watch Trisha Paytas? Unfortunately, I do not know who Tana or Shannon is. I do know Trisha Paytas. I actually have had the privilege of working with her. She is very funny. So I have watched some of her videos, and you know what? I don't know what you think of her, but if you meet her, you will see she is a very smart businesswoman. So yeah, I'm always amazed. Like, the things that she does, pretty amazing things. Tana and Shanna, I do not know, but I will check them out. Let's ask my husband, because he's in the YouTube world. Do you watch Tana Mongo?
Who?
Tana Mongo or Shannon Rose? We know Trisha. We've worked with Trisha Paytas before, but Tana Mongo or Shannon Rose?
Yep. I'm out.
Which probably means he doesn't.
I really don't know. I really don't know who that is.
I don't either. But, okay, so my husband was showing me a YouTuber that maybe you guys already know. Her name is Poppy.
That Poppy.
That Poppy. And she makes these interesting videos where it's like a white background and she's just standing there saying random things. Like...
You can do it. Try it.
Okay. This is a snowman. This is a snowman. This is a white snowman. You're looking at a white snowman. This is a snowman with a carrot nose. Something like that, right?
Pretty good.
Yeah, thanks. But she's more cute, I think.
You're cute too.
No, I need to be like this.
Yeah, it's very like robotic.
Yeah.
This is a snowman. This is a snowman. This is a white snowman with a carrot nose. I like a snowman.
Oh, see.
I've watched too many.
Yeah, my husband's been watching her videos. So, yeah. Another question from Tabby Terrible. Do you have any hidden talents? Dancing, singing, music, or weird talents? No. I don't, do I? I'm not very good at singing. I'm not very good at dancing. I like to do those things, but I'm not very good.
Friedia used to sing in a band back in Japan. She actually does sing very well.
No.
And you should see her dancing.
Who are you?
I'm that Poppy. I'm that Poppy. I'm that Poppy.
Yes, I did have a band. I'm not that great. We love to dance. We always have dance parties. But that's about it. I like to draw. All my talents are like very introverted, very my world, like here. I can't think of a talent. I can do this. See, the middle finger goes through the... See that? So this is about an ex-boyfriend.
I'll leave the room.
My husband and I have been together for 10 years now. So I'm way over this ex-boyfriend thing. So question from Jody Anna. She is a fan of my ex-boyfriend's band. That's great. How did we meet? Any fun stories? It's not really a fun story. In Japan, I used to be a TV host, and I had a few of my shows, and in one of those shows, their band came on as a guest, and I interviewed them. And then after that, we hung out, and then things just happened. There really wasn't anything interesting at all. It's just a very simple, like, I get to interview a lot of people, and then we usually hang out afterwards, and then we just exchange numbers, and that's what happened. Any fun stories? No, I'm sorry, there's no fun stories from when we met. It's really just a very simple meeting and hanging out. That's about it. The first time we hung out in Japan, me and the band, we went bowling. We went bowling and we bowled and bowled all night. What fun! Any fun stories other than that? I think one of the things that I'll probably never forget is I got to go on tour with them. That was fun, but it was also really hard, very tiring, and after a week, I just wanted to go home. So bands that are on tour, it's actually a lot of work. Yes, Jody Anna, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully that answered your question. Next question is from Ariella. Have you ever tried the vegetarian lifestyle? And I actually have. I did it for 1 year. Me and my friends actually did it, and it was the hardest thing ever. I was in Japan, and you would think that it would be easy because they eat a lot of fish, but it's actually really hard. And for me, I'm half Brazilian, and my mom always made meat. She makes like the best meat ever. And so for me not to eat meat for a whole year was very, very difficult because, believe it or not, in Japanese food, they use a lot of pork, chicken. I mean, their Kobe-gyu is so good. And I think what did it at the end, like around year 1, the end of that, I just was craving a steak so bad. My friends and I went to go get some Japanese barbecue, and that was it. I haven't gone back. I also realized that for me, maybe I wasn't doing it right because when I was doing the vegetarian lifestyle, I felt really weak and tired, and I don't think I had enough protein while I was doing it. So if you do decide to do it, please read up on it and, you know, make sure your body's okay with it because it is hard. It's great. And yeah, it does make your skin look better and whatever because you're eating so many veggies, but sometimes you substitute to eat the fake chicken or the fake cheese or whatever fake thing it is, and that can actually make you constipated or not feel good, and your skin can break out. So yeah, but I have. Ari, are you a vegetarian? How long have you been a vegetarian? Next question from XOAO. Why did you change your name? I thought I remembered you saying in a previous video that you used to have a different name before. Yes, so my TV name in Japan is different from Friedia, which is my real name. My TV name was Kozue Rin, R-I-N. That was given to me by my agency at the time, and that's what I used for TV purposes. But now, I mean, that was a long time ago, so I don't think people use that name anymore. So yeah, now I just go by Friedia. Why did I change it? When I left Japan, yeah, when I left Japan to come here, I thought I would do acting and all that, and Friedia is probably not the best name because it's very complicated to say. But I thought it would be better to have somewhat of an American name than a fake name, and also because my agency had given me that name, I didn't want to keep using it, so I returned to my original name. Baby's awake. I'll be right back. Alright, baby is asleep. Let's do this. From Brit Love. Wow, there's a few questions in here. Number 1, will Everest ever learn Japanese? Yes, it will happen. Number 2, do you believe in sex before marriage? Whoa. Well, it's really up to you because it is your body, it is your relationship, and you'll probably know better than anyone else. If you want to wait, then you can wait. If you do have sex before marriage, please be careful, use protection, make sure you have that conversation of any sexually transmitted disease, any of that stuff. Yeah, be careful. Brit Love, how old are you? Okay, question number 3, views on Trump. Let's say there are no views. Number 4, did you ever attend art school? No, I did not. I always wanted to, but my dad being a scientist, he never really believed in art school, and so for me, instead of going to school and not being able to pay for it, I went straight into doing work, which was doing TV in Japan. Number 5, which jobs have you had throughout your lifetime? Favorite, worst, most interesting? So after I graduated from high school, during high school I worked at a coffee shop. Before that, I actually did a summer job where I would peel off the stickers of the buttons for the remote control. So these are new remote controls, right? But the old remote controls, they would place a sticker on top of it and they would say like, this is for what, or you know, this is for play, this is for stop, or whatever. And I would peel each hole that the button would go on, and each sheet was a penny. That was my very first job. My second job was working at a coffee shop. And then after that, when I graduated high school, like I said earlier, since I didn't go to art school, which is exactly what I wanted to do, art and design, I went into TV. I was scouted and worked immediately after that modeling, and then I worked in TV hosting, doing a lot of Japanese variety TV shows. And then after 4 or 5 years of that, I moved to LA, and I've always wanted to be a clothing designer, so I worked for Fred Segal for a while. They had their own clothing line. I worked there, I did design, production, I left, did freelance work, and I also launched my own clothing line. And then after that, it's just basically been freelance work and designing. Now it's more of like consulting and putting 2 brands together, or giving them a trend report, attending Japanese buyers, and for the past few years it has been YouTube and creating video content for other companies. What else have I done? Oh, I also started doing my little card line, which is on Etsy. So for all the jobs that I've done, I don't really have something that I really dislike. There are moments within each job, but I really think that each time I had something different, it was always interesting and fun for me, because I always like to learn something new. Oh, and I also worked at a nail salon, and I have a license, a manicure license. Favorite one? So I think my favorite job has been doing TV in Japan, because you just do the most ridiculous things and you get to meet some interesting people. But the not so favorite part of that was the management and the way that the Japanese entertainment industry works. I didn't agree with that, and that's why I moved over here. And over here, pursuing to be an actress or anything, even commercial actress, is really hard, because you're competing with 100 other people or more that are models and just perfect. So those are not fun parts. So again, like every single job, there's good and there's bad. Most interesting job I've had is probably the Japanese TV work because, yeah. If you ever watch the Japanese TV show, I did a lot of those things. So that's probably the most interesting. But right now, I'm actually really happy. I'm not making as much, but internally, I feel pretty good because I get to spend time with my child and I get to create content on my channel, and I'm also creating content for other companies, which has been new and interesting and fun for me. And also, I've been slacking, but the little card line that I have, New Moon Paper Goods, has actually been a lot of fun because I'm going back to drawing, which I haven't done in a very long time. And I hope that that will expand and that will be my full-time thing so that I don't have to do all the other little jobs that I have in between. Being a freelancer is a lot of work. Number 6, what is your type of guy? My type of guy is my husband.
Woohoo!
It's true. I've always wanted someone fun, and I think with my husband we're just always laughing and making jokes. Don't get me wrong, we have our down times too, but I think we have a lot of the a lot of good times more than the bad times.
Yeah.
I think so. I think the older we get too, because we've been together for so long, we now know each other a little bit more, not a little bit, a lot more. So we kind of understand, like, okay, he needs his space, I need my space. We're both Pisces, so we both need our little me times. Right, husband?
I'm trying to get my me time over here. Can you please? Yes, you're right.
So yeah, my type of guy is a nice guy, a funny guy, a talented guy. Have you met my husband? He's so freaking talented.
You're saying this because I'm right here.
No.
No.
If he would watch my other vlogs, he would probably know that I talk about him a lot. But yeah, he's my type and I got really lucky. He's crying over there. Okay, number 7. Did you know your husband was the one when you first met him? No, I did not.
I was unemployed. No.
No, you weren't. So when I first met my husband, I'll have to do another video of how we met. But he was the manager at the Apple Store and I had gone in to buy a computer. And after that, we started hanging out. And the hanging out part, I didn't really think it was a date. He probably didn't either. So it was very casual. And at that time, I just thought, oh, he's a really fun, cool guy. But I never really thought of him as the one. But then after being together, I saw how connected he was with his family, and just how great a person and a talented guy that he was, that after that I was like, oh, he would be a great dad. And then while I was thinking that, that's when he proposed, so it kind of all worked out. But yeah.
I like this video. Keep talking.
I didn't know he was the one when I first met, but it did like gradually happen. Did you know I was the one?
Yeah, I was like, she's the one.
Okay, he's lying now. Question number 8. Do you believe in love at first sight?